So what are you getting ready for? Camping?
We need to make a few fires. Today is very cold. And if we want to stay working, we need to also have some heat around us.
Yes, indeed.
Throughout the previous week, a cold front affected South Carolina, rendering it difficult and unpleasant to engage in outdoor projects. Despite these challenges, we look forward to the arrival of warmer weather and longer days with sunlight overhead, crucial for sustaining progress on our project. But for today, we hope that a burning fire in the fireplace will provide warmth, enabling us to complete some tasks and keep the momentum going for advancement of this cabin.
Alright guys, let's go outside. I'm going to show you something that needs to be addressed. Alright, so last week we had a cold that came through. So this was built at night, so guys, don't make fun.
If you missed the previous episode, I encourage you to catch up. Of course, after watching this video first, you'll see that we poured the last footer for this cabin. However, due to anticipating a cold night ahead, I had to think fast in order to protect my footer. Consequently, I ended up building this late at night with very minimal light. So that's why I said, please don't make fun of my build.
What I ended up doing is actually having a heater, as you can see, having a heater seated here and project all the heat inside my enclosure. So we're gonna see how the footer turned out. So this is what I did. I basically stapled to the bottom of my form and then at the top of the beam.
Looking good.
And as you can see, it all cured up, which is good because this was poured around 4 o'clock and at 9 o'clock it was very wet and I was very afraid that this will be damaged because if the temperature gets below 40 degrees, the chemical inside the cement, they don't connect together and they don't bond. So I was just reading a bunch of stuff on the internet and some people advised to cover the concrete or make a shelter, so I ended up doing just that. I'm not gonna take the forms off yet because I still want this concrete to cure. Now we have some cold weather ahead this whole entire week. So I still want to keep, so what I'm going to just do, basically, I'll cover this concrete back with our tarp and I'm just going to keep it closed for right now. But today what I need to do is I need to work on this side. I actually need to disassemble this entire staircase. And the reason why I need to do this, guys, because if we want to work on that side, and that side is very critical, we actually need to take some weight off this side in order to pick it up because there's way too much weight at the moment. And we're gonna have to also remove some of this floor joist. Well, actually not some, the entirety of it. So it's nice and clean in this area. So there's quite a bit of work. There's a lot of disassembling that needs to take place. So let's just begin and start working. Okay, so one of the first things I like to remove is these doors. They're always in our way and they need to be disassembled, so let's take them off.
I plan on reusing all of these doors, but some of the materials from this staircase might end up being scrapped, unless I can remove them without causing any damage. When we rebuild, I'll opt for a lighter version to enhance the brightness and spaciousness of the cabin. This will involve a significant amount of work ahead of us as we dismantle and renovate the entire cabin.
We definitely know that this stairwell was added down the road because we can see, well, the evidence of 2x4s. So this is a more of a recent, I would say, within the last 30 or 40 years upgrade. Because if you can tell by the notches, this entire second floor actually extended throughout the house because you would need the real estate in order to sleep. So
some of you have inquired about restoring the second floor to its original state. And to be honest, we don't intend to accommodate a family of 10 in this cabin, so there's a compelling reason for us to do so. In the past, people couldn't afford large homes, and they had full 2-story houses with a small ladder leading to the second floor, mainly used for sleeping. For us, this cabin will serve as a fun weekend retreat or perhaps an Airbnb, and the current setup suits our needs perfectly, to answer some of you. I definitely plan to reuse this staircase rail since it's mainly built by hand and looks really cool. But that's a consideration for the future, hopefully very soon, once we complete the more important work that lies ahead of us.
So guys, look at this. I'm removing, this is more contemporary floor. What was underneath is actually the original floor. So it was cut, and we can see that they used some of the original beams for this second floor, and they made this stairwell. But we can see it where they actually cut them. The floor joists.
Cool.
Or floor panels, whatever you want to call them. So I don't really care about this right here. I'm removing this, and I'm going to be removing this as well because we need to remove this entire stairwell at the moment. So but man, they put so much nails in here. You can see how this wall right here is caved in, and we will need to address this wall. So by us removing this stairwell will actually help us in order to brace this wall fully and fix it, because we need to realign this and also lift it and push it that way a little bit. So there's quite a bit of work ahead, guys.
Look, what is that sign there?
Somebody drew something.
He used a secret code how to get treasure. It looks like a box with gold inside.
Yeah, definitely. Hopefully electricity is off. That was a joke.
It's a bit cold today. It's probably like in the 20s right now. I think tomorrow will get even colder. So if I'm shaking, it's not because I don't know how to hold the camera. It's because it's cold. Iris.
And we're working out here.
Yeah, see, dedication is the key, guys. Don't quit no matter what they say.
No matter what they say, what do they say?
They say, if it's cold, stay home.
Guys, I don't know if you see this, but look at this stair. It's crooked. It's unlevel. It's slanted.
Maybe that person wasn't really thinking straight.
And it's not the person, it's the cabin has shifted over the years.
Yep, it's a shifter.
We are finished for today, guys. I was able to disassemble the staircase, and in the midst of my work I inhaled a bunch of dust, so it just does not feel good in my throat. But anyways, hopefully tomorrow we'll actually start working on this wall.
The next challenge is to realign this wall and focus on finishing the leveling on this side. However, this will be featured in the next episode. There's a lot of work ahead and many tasks to accomplish. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please don't forget to like and share with your friends. But for now, so long, and thank you for watching.
Guys, I found
A jar with nothing.
this is from 1780s.
Nah,
Yeah.
liar.
It says Mount Olive Dill strips,
Made in.
made in 1780s.